book review or movie review or any type of review at all. I guess I'm recording because I'm feeling kind of like I've hit revelations and feeling kind of philosophical today. There's certain times in your life where you don't know what direction you're going. Certain things happen in your life you don't expect. You don't know how to cope with them. You don't know whose fault it is. And if it is someone's fault, if you're blaming the right person, if you can forgive, if you're forgiving the right person. Some reason today, and I'm going to be 37 in a couple months. For some reason today, I had this revelation that I feel I've learned not everything about life, but enough about life. And it gets you thinking. In general, I'm a big thinker. I overthink things all the time. My mind is always swirling. I have anxiety, so I think a lot. My son has ADHD, so he's always moving, thinking, talking. So I always have those thoughts going on through my head. I also have depression for a few reasons. I won't discuss that this time since this is really supposed to be my artsy kind of outlet. But I guess I just feel that sometimes people need to be heard about certain things, and those certain things could be something as simple as something happening to you and you freaking out and having an anxiety attack, but not knowing it's an anxiety attack. See, I digressed already. I felt today with my revelation that I came to a point in life where I kind of feel, and tomorrow I'll have a completely different revelation, but today I kind of feel like you get to a point where you've learned enough. Or not so much that you learned enough because, well, I'm never going to stop learning, and new things are going to hit my life every day still. I have yet to experience the grief of losing a parent. That of a friend, yes. Grandparents that I loved deeply, yes. But parents, it's going to be a hard one. So I know I haven't learned everything yet. I know it's irrational to think that, to say that. But today, my revelation of thinking I've learned enough is not that I've learned enough. Is that I've learned a lot. And a lot of it is heartbreaking in the difficulties of this world. but a lot of it is happiness. You just need to dig your claws into the happiness to remember it. Keep it in the forefront of your mind. And the difficult things you need to learn from. My daughter, she's turning 8 in 4 days, gave me a good lesson yesterday. She heard from a friend who is only a year older than her. Very wise, smart, sweet little girl. Lives next door to us. That when you're at school, you remember being at school, bullying or being bullied, being popular, not being popular. You have your thoughts or what you feel you gained or didn't gain from that, or that what you missed out on, or where you got gypped. But this little girl was talking about 2 of her friends that were hurt. One telling the other one she did something, the other one saying she didn't do it. A case of he said, she said. And she was kind of in the middle, but trying to make everyone feel better. And she said, don't let this small thing get to you today, because it will take your whole day down. So stay strong. It may not mean anything to you, but the way it affected me in my current life situation or stages in my life, that resonated with me. To have something so small that might happen in a day bring your whole day down, and then have that happen repeatedly, day after day after day. You can't help but not be negative or cynical or sad or depressed. And this is talking about 2nd grade, 3rd grade stuff that they're referring to. And I have a hard time with what I'm going through, which is bigger than 2nd grade, 3rd grade stuff, but small. Small in the relation to everything else that is going on in this world, or that people are going through. I feel guilty. I know it's all relative, but what I am going through is nothing compared to what other families are going through. Sending children, their sons, daughters, husbands, wives, into battle, over to war, risking their lives, every day worrying about their child, if they're going to live or die. And I sit home with my anxiety, worrying about something so much more insignificant. It just makes you think and take a step back. And you ask yourself, do I really know what I think I know. Am I really as sad as I should be? Am I really as grateful as I should be? Certain things in life, everything in life, affects you. How? That depends on how your life has been, what you've gone through, what you've learned, how strong you are, and what you allow to, as my wise neighbor's daughter said, bring you down. And I let that happen to me too much. There is so much more out there. And I'm not going to have a pity party about myself and how guilty I feel or not feel about how I feel about small things as opposed to all the big things that are out there. What I've learned through my eyes, through the life that has been provided and put in front of me, the path that I have been put on. Other people's paths have been so very much more devastating. Losing a parent from cancer when you're 18, when you're 7, when you're in my mom's shoes, it was when you're 20. 3 months to live. Cancer. Then her brother gets sick. This is obviously about 50 years ago, because she's 71 now. But her brother went through multiple different tests, doctors, specialists to try to find out what's wrong with him. And even to this day, 40 some years later, they came up with a thought that they think he might have. Something called ADEM. ADEM. I can't remember what it stands for. But basically it's kind of a mix of MS, polio, Guillain-Barré. And it's a neuromuscular dystrophy. I can't even think of the word for it. Condition that he was told back when he was 18 or so that he was going to die. 8 specialists from Europe came over. I'm in the US. All 8 specialists said he was going to die. He is now 75. Still alive. Still in a disabling condition. But he's still alive. And he, as a religious man, still has faith. That's another thing I think about, go over in my head, and I'm sure everyone else does. Thinking about faith, what's out there, what's not out there, who you believe in, who you don't believe in. But my revelation today has to do with personality. Or personalities, shall I say. I don't think that throughout our life we have a personality. I think we go through chapters in our life that changes our mood, personality, however we seem to be acting. It could be daily, it could be monthly, it could be annually, as to what is happening in our lives and how we're acting. But nobody has the same personality, is always happy, is always sad, or is always angry. We all go through moods because of everything that's going on in our life. As stated earlier about my life, right now, the moods I'm going through, today is a day I'm reconsidering my moods based off of what I feel I've learned. Tomorrow is a new day. I don't know why I felt like making this video. I don't know who would actually watch it. I guess I just felt like speaking out. But every day is different. Every time you think you learn something, it's going to change. I hate to sound cliche, because I'm not a cliche person, and I never believe it because I'm so skeptical. But life is what you make it. But you have to think that on a daily basis. And as your journey through life goes on and certain events happen, you can have all the expectations in the world of what you think you're going to be when you're older. You can have this great path drawn out for you that you think you're going to go down. And things happen. Every day. Tragic. Some blessings. Some miracles. Just try to hold on to the happy emotions and the things you should be grateful for. And try to remember those that maybe have it worse or are struggling more than you. That doesn't deny you your struggle. It just makes you put things in perspective. I don't know. Not a review, but just a life lesson, I guess, for today. Or something you can just listen to about me and completely disagree. Just something I was thinking. Have a good rest of the night. Bye.